Peace and power, peace and power, peace and power. Peace and power to the people of the struggle. Salute, salute. What's going on? What's good? What's good? What's good? I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, questions and answers. This is a space of intelligence, of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. This is a space of integrity, a space of rulers, queens, queen comrades, and militant men. This is a space, okay, where we deal with equality, a space, okay, where we are working on a united path towards what? True liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information. Hashtags, green screens, apps with cash pals that pay, grams with money, unions that are Western. This is either the red cups, blue cups, teacups, okay? And then the squeegee man cups, squeegee man pockets, the pastor's pockets, the ties, the collection plate. Listen, man, listen. Woo, it's a war going on outside. What's going on? Hold on, Israel, what's going on? But don't take no L. Iran, what's going on? It's a war going on outside Gracie Mansion. It's a war going on right outside your door. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait until it's too late. Don't wait until you're getting that pink slip. Listen. Don't wait, okay? Don't wait until your kids can't stand you no more. Okay? Don't wait until you get in that pink slip, because ma'am, your services is no longer needed. Don't wait until you're cuffed up in the subway. Yeah, nah, don't wait until you're waiting for AAA because you was angry and you done caused you a fender bender. Now you mad on the highway. It's too late now. I can't help you. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need, of a domestic violence intervention, book an assessment. Stop sending each other outside. With turkey bacon on your eye. Busted lips and eye jammies and speed knots and twisted wrists. You dig? And knee sprains and all that. Keep your hands to yourself. Stop embarrassing the family, man. Get yourself together. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse consultation or counseling, book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you, characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. Okay? Listen. People, places, events, traumas. You dig what I'm saying? Past and no toxicity. Listen, that should have your alertness levels on 1,000. Remember, with this information, the life that you save could be your own. What's going on? How you do? Excuse me, how you do? Peace and power. Boy, daylight saving times and bust my ass. Molly, much appreciation for the war effort. Yeah, Merge MC, what's going on? Much appreciation for the super chat. Listen, y'all, listen. We got some things to take care of. We got some peoples to talk about. But first, we got to tag them. Teachable moments in here. Somebody tag Tretch. Somebody tag Benzino. Somebody tag Dummy May. Somebody tag Reverend Run and all other girl dads. Damn it, Kanye. Listen, tag the girl dads. Because y'all failing. Yeah, y'all failing. Tag the girl dads. Tell them to bring their ass to class. Yeah, they failing. Somebody tag Egypt Criss. Yeah, shorty, bring your ass to class. Ooh, wee. Yeah, you come to class. Man. Georgia. Yeah, Georgia, come back to class. Yeah, we got some things to discuss. Heartbreaking too. But come on through, Georgia. Bring y'all ass to class. Okay? And the Sims, whoever y'all is, Junior saying, what up, Junior? Much appreciation for the war effort. It Sims, the whole family. Yeah, you bring all y'all ass to class. I see y'all ain't read the book. Y'all ain't get the All-American Justice System Handbook. Nah, bring y'all ass to class. Yeah, come on. And while you at it, make sure your classmates is in class. Yeah. I know daylight saving time's kicking you in the ass, but come on, God diggity dog, come to class. Let's see who here. Put your tweeds down. Yeah, twist up your little bottle. Yeah, let's see who's up in there. Damn it, who in class? Let's see. Oh, Philip Boone is first in class. What up, lovely lady back in second. And Philly, what up? 215, what up, CA? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, shiny as can be. We see y'all. What up? Who that, Merklo? What up, Merklo? Oh, Shot City. What's going on, Shot Town? Yeah, Alkality. Yeah, the Grustler. The global hustler, Cuckoo Tobacco Bones is in the building from Zurich, Switzerland. We ain't forget y'all. Cassettes, the anthology, goddammit. Get your goddamn CDs and get your vinyl if you's a DJ. This vinyl is heavy as a motherfucker. Oh, yeah, all 90s bangers. Cuckoo Tobacco Bones, MC Extraordinaire, what's going on? We see you. Woo, 900 Patty. What's going on? We see you up in the spotty spot. Yeah. What up, John Tate? Mr. Strictly Gain the Brand, LA in the building. Ooh, D Haven Enterprise. Yeah, on the men. You still laid up? Come on now. Gotta heal up, baby. Heal up. Get that creatine in your system. Tierra the Youngin. Ooh, Marshy. God damn it, Marshy. Mount Vernon in the building. Makeup artist extraordinaire, y'all. Do your eyelash and your hair, y'all. Yeah. And she might take you to the spotty spot to pick out the right Savage Fenties on your little hiney, girl. Yeah. Get your makeup artist, yeah. Get her, y'all. You need her. Hi, Kim Peace, what up? Ooh-wee. What up? You in class early? We see you, Frank. Yeah, what's going on? Benjamin, what up? Mark Milliner, what's good? Angel, what up? Frankie Fierce, ha! Hold on, y'all. Frankie Fierce had me out in the town last night. Yeah, hold up. Y'all, he had me in the town last night. Y'all check it out. Yeah, you see the poster? Yeah. You see the frame? Yeah. The Red Hook? Yeah. The series, YouTube. Wait a minute, they shifted. What's the network, Frankie? Put the network in there. What is it? Everything Black? One of them networks, goddamn it. Yeah. Tell them to watch it. Boy, it was decent, beautiful, Black excellence, y'all. Should have been there. Willie Bector, what up? Cool K Kang in the building, what up? God damn it, what's going on? Ooh-wee, Charles, what up? NFNT, what up? We see you, Sean Jenkins. We see you, Geechee, what up? Ooh-wee, Jeff Sparks, what up? Versace Broccoli. Mike Nice, what up, Mike? We see you. Vitamin Vision TV. Boy, I see your videos, boy. You dancing, you get your groove on, boy. Yeah. You got your rhythm. Yeah, get it. God damn it, Daryl. What up, Daryl? OG. Kicks, what up? Yeah, 900 Batty. We see you. God damn, don't move the damn thing. Y'all chill out. Y'all done move. Trying to mess up the attendance. Ty, what up? Neville Chung, what up? Ooh, Gene, me. Came you. What up, Canada in the building, y'all? First responders. Lionheart, what up, Rick? We see you. What up, Kim Williams? What up? Ooh, Reinhardt, DC in the building. George Johnson, what up? What up, Jordan Living? We see you. Eric Carlos, the Riverwalk in the building. What up, San Antonio? Molly, what's going on? Much appreciation, Molly. We see you. We see you. Come on now. Andrea Jones, what up? Brooklyn Jewels, what up? I see y'all. Yeah, who that? Who that? Cabrit Dukes. 55. 55 for Dukes. 55. God diggity damn it. T-Mac 55. T-Mac 55. Yeah. Coming up in here with that. Dre, what up? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we see y'all. God diggity dog and Mark Hines. Yeah, what up? Boy, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. First and foremost, we gotta go. We have to go there. Why do we have to go there? First, because I work with kids. I work with all age groups. I work with elementary school kids. I work with middle school kids. I work with high school kids. I hear all type of language. I see all different types of maturity levels. And I see how many adults in these spaces don't know what they doing. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. They don't know what they doing. Cool Breeze, what up? You can have all the degrees in the world, but if you don't genuinely love kids, if you don't genuinely love our people, you're not going to be effective in reaching them. It's just and I don't care if you work in a space or if they're the kids in your own home, in your own family. You dig? It is very difficult to reach kids. Kids don't see you as important. They don't. I didn't see too many adults important when I was coming up, and we had structure. We had a different way that they communicated with us. There was no nonsense with us. And even in that type of upbringing, our peers were more important to us than anything. I mean, we had mentors, we had people we looked up to, we had people we wanted to emulate, but we really vibed off of each other. And that's the same thing that goes on right now. It's just that when people start adulting and they come into their own as an adult, they forget what it was like to be a kid. I see it every day. I'm telling you, I see it every day. People forget what it was like to be a kid. Some people are stuck in it, which isn't good either. Some adults have never matured and they're too much like the children. They get stuck, right? Like the 55, 60-year-old gangbangers. You dig what I'm saying? You see them sagging, corduroy house shoes and all that type of shit. You know, Tim's on or whatever you may see. You dig? They're stuck in that. And in that space, they need some growing up. Now, I don't, the videos pertaining to this specific situation, um, for me, I looked and had a real different gaze than many. Again, because I'm in the schools on a regular basis. I'm in the street. I know what preventive measures look like when it comes to conflict resolution when you're dealing with them at that age. This particular young lady is a preteen, 12 years old. And I watched both videos. I watched several different angles. And of course, it's disheartening. And in the current energy with so much going on in the world, so much politically happening, is it's even more disheartening when you conscious, when you woke, you really feel it, and you only could want for all of us, especially in this class, for all of us to have the energy to continue doing the best work that we can. Like you hear, I have people from all over the globe in here, right? Damn near from East Coast to West Coast, from South, right, to up north, everywhere. And we all have a genuine concern for these kids. It confuses us a lot, even me. Don't listen. 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 This 20-year-old bust my ass sometime. I'm serious. You just don't get it. How their brain functions is a very different space. I'm gonna put that and keep putting that in your head. It's a very different space. Our realities are different. Our realities was different 10 years ago than it is today. 10 years ago, we wasn't thinking of a pandemic. 5 years ago, we was going through it. You understand? 20 years ago, I didn't think about having one. You understand? I was in a can on my way out. 30 years ago, so 40 years, different pace, different circumstances. So what worked or what didn't work for us might not work and couldn't work for them. I always tell y'all, rotary phone era thinking in a smartphone age, that's not going to cut it. So we have to really, really be engaged, okay? Really be engaged, be more of a listener when we dealing with these kids, but we have to parent. And I don't care if they're your biological children. I don't care if they aren't. I don't care if they're your immediate family or if they're distant cousins. You, not only as an adult, but as somebody who is conscious, who is in tune, who really studies, who knows how to move, it is your duty to have these young people feel you. Again, we are the leaders. Us. Ain't nothing else out there. Y'all know it. That's why y'all in this class on a regular basis. Ain't no Malcolm coming. You understand? Ain't no Dr. Khalid coming. You understand? Ain't no Huey. None of that. No Winnie. None. That's done. That's you. Especially if you have been reading and researching and studying them for the last 15, 20 years. Some of us all our lives. That means if we have been doing it and we know that it hasn't been going on in the schools, that means that's your black ass. You are that leader. Stop looking around. It's you. Ain't nobody else. So when you see them doing wrong, when you see them acting wacky, You got to correct that. That's part of your discipline. Having the patience and the know-how. Now, I'm not saying you see a bunch of these so-called YNs in the street and they gripped up and they getting ready to, you take your big old ass out there and Bliz said, I gotta stop it. No, 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 no. Use discernment. I don't want to see none of y'all on y'all neighborhood news talking about, I was in class and they said I had to, and I got clapped. Nah. We're not doing that dumb shit. And trust and believe. I was out there. I was on the front line. I had at that time co-workers that got clapped because we was doing that type of work. Don't get it twisted. But again, we was trained to do it. We put ourselves out there knowing that that's what we was going to do on a daily basis. You dig? And in the beginnings of what we was moving, we had the reputation, we had the credibility to do it. However, when you going into the lower levels of the age groups, when we talking elementary and middle school, that should be simple. And that's when we have to catch them. You can't wait till they high school because by that time they've done had experiences already. Some of them have experiences that pale in comparison to what many of you have been through. These kids is going through it quick and fast. So now in saying that, this case out of Douglas County, Georgia, and the video, and again, I hate to see it. I hate to see these mothers in tears and making an attempt because, again, I feel it. I don't know about anybody else on YouTube or anybody else claiming. Every time I see it, I say, damn, I should have went harder. Damn, I got to find a way to articulate the message quicker. I got to be more influential than anything else because we still losing our kids. I feel it. Rest of them may not. I'm telling you. They'll give a quick condolence and keep it moving. They're not feeling it because if they did, they wouldn't be still grifting on YouTube. They wouldn't be grifting on TikTok. They wouldn't be trying to get into the Breakfast Club and all this other weird shit. They would be out here working. That's how I know they don't feel it. Or they not as bright as they claim to be. So I watched it. Let's get to the notes. Douglas County, Georgia. Police are reportedly investigating the death of a 12-year-old Mason Creek Middle School student after her mother said the girl suffered injuries following a fight with another student after getting off a school bus. The girl, identified as Jada West, attended Mason Creek Middle School. The investigation is being handled by the, Villa Rica Police Department. Terrible. When I say terrible, terrible. Okay, school officials said the incident did not occur on campus and took place outside school hours. Again, this is just them legally covering themselves. Remember the incident with the mother in what that was, Chicago, when the kids whooped on the mother and the daughter, and the mother was ill, slim, and remember they said, no, it didn't happen after school, it was off school grounds and all. That's just them trying to legally cover themselves, you know? And most of the time, they are covering themselves. They are covered in it if it's off school grounds. Remember, I was talking about the chain of custody, right? You send your kids to school, your kids come on, you send them on a school bus, from the school bus to the school, they have to make a decent and legal exchange. Like your kids have to be, once they're on school grounds, the school takes custody. Once they're on the bus has custody. This is where it's at when it comes to that. But every step of the way, somebody has to be smart. Somebody has to be nurturing in order to make sure safety's in play. Okay? Videos circulating on social media show West fighting with another student. Although it appears she was able to walk away after the fight, she was rushed to a hospital soon after. The police and the DA is examining videos from the fight to determine whether charges are warranted. West's family has asked that the video not be shown, but it's already flooding. It's all through Twitter, all that. Okay? And this is the hard part. Rashonda McLendon is still trying to come to grips with the loss of her child. I don't understand, she said. West's mother said she had just started school at Mason Creek and had to deal with bullying since starting. On March 5th, West allegedly got into an argument on a school bus and it escalated into a physical fight near her home. One of West's friends reportedly ran to her home to tell her mother. McClendon then ran to the scene. And she was on the ground, the mother said, and she was saying it as she was crying. She wasn't breathing. A girl on the scene told her that West had hit her first. West was transferred from Tanner Medical Center to the Children's Hospital Scottish Rite, where she passed away on Sunday. Her family is awaiting autopsy results. Now, I'm angry. We have to teach our children. I'm angry. What happened to the love? We lost our love, people. Teach your children to love, the mom said. It is still unclear what led to the fight. The family is questioning why the other girl was allowed on the school bus, as they understand the girl involved in the fight does not live in the neighborhood or get off at the bus stop where the fight occurred. Now, again, I don't know how severe the bullying is because I'm not there. And there's no previous videos. When I watched the video and I heard the language of these girls, even though these are preteens, right? That's 12. A preteen is 12. The language that I heard from both of them leads me to believe that there was spaces where the parental involvement was not there. And I'm saying it because, again, I know what it looks like when a child has a parental influence that's stronger than their peer group. Both of these girls was performative. They were using language that they seen on TV, language that they seen in the streets, language that they probably bounce off each other in their peer group, in their peer setting within the class, because none of them appeared to be tough. None of them. The younger man is younger. She, even though they're saying that she was getting bullied, she was using language, she was posturing, and she had an energy that says she wasn't soft. She wasn't no punk. She wasn't fearful in that space. And she was shooting some daggers as well. That's how it escalated and it got to the fisticuffs. You know, she said, you know what? You need to figure out where you belong. You don't need to be over. You don't want none of this. You know, she was using that language. She was posturing the same. The other little girl, of course, she was in agitating mode and was more, right, of a disrespectful and more of a tone that seems that she had a different influence. And they got to fighting. And they got to fighting. But I'm looking, and in that space where I'm looking, there was no adults around. None. Now, I know we was in spaces growing up where there was no adults. Shit, we used to be out all types of time of the night. After school, coming home, straight home, hell no, the majority of us was latchkey kids. So we were in spaces where, but even when we got it on in the street, whether it was behind our buildings, especially if you were NYC, whether we was at a mall somewhere fighting, in the schoolyard, there was an adult. There was always an adult around. Hey, Jack, you kid, get your ass out. There, always. This is the only era where I come through and I could go into space, I don't see any adults. None. Just kids. Y'all seen the videos of the kids every Friday that was running downtown near the Barclay. We talking about easily 1,000, 1,500 kids just running amok. And when you really look at it and you see the camera, they just mischievous. As always, there's never a high level of intently criminal in that space. A lot of them is just nerd kids running around, not sure of themselves, really don't understand the language, just and giggling. But you don't see the parents. There's nobody in these areas, whether it's a commercial area or residential area. Now, eventually, an adult did come to the fight and, y'all stop it, cut it out, this, that, and the third. But by then, Shorty and was mixing it up for a good little minute. And I'm not sure if she hit her head or what, because again, they said she walked away, and you can see it, she walked away from it. I couldn't imagine that. I'm telling you, I was on my, listen, any of the kids, I was on my daughter like a hawk in the park or wherever we went. And in that space, I'm the adult. Not only am I the adult, I'm the God. I'm the black man. So I've got my eye on all the kids. And a lot of the spaces, I was the only black man. Because I'm all through Canarsie, Mill Basin, Bay Ridge, okay? Georgetown, I'm all over this shit. All different parks. So I have to be mindful of not only my space, but her space, but anybody that come in contact and anybody that saw some bullshit, we out. That's it. I don't care how much fun you having. I don't care if you crying up and down, but we out of here. We not going to deal with that. So in the schools, they have certain protocols, especially in NYC. And let me tell you this. Let me say this, because I haven't really divulged and got into how much I know about the DOE in New York City. But let me tell you something. Because it happens often, in a space where you believe your child is being bullied, or you want to have a discussion, or the kids come home and they in kid shit, like kiddie shit, don't go up to no school acting a fool. Don't go up to the school threatening nobody. Don't go up to the school trying to get kids or your kid to point out the other kids. And anything you do in a school, that's why they got the school zones, signs all around. Anything you do is a felony on school ground. Anything. Endangering the welfare of a child. You understand? Threatening staff, all that stuff. Don't do it. That'll be the dumbest thing. And if you don't have your anger in check, it could be too late. Your ass would be right to Rikers Island effing around the school. Don't do it. Have, again, a way to de-escalate yourself, get the information, ask for parent meetings, go through the whole system. Because you think your grown ass is going to your third grade child class to rough up somebody who been pulling up pigtails or some shit, you going to jail. I'm letting you know. They don't let y'all know. I'm letting you know you're going to jail. That's straight up. That'd be the stupidest and quickest way to get a bid. However, the rules is different out of town. A lot of little shit that we go through up here and have certain things in play they don't have down there. So I'm watching this sister cry on the news, and it's hurting, man. It hurts. I'm telling you, just to see it, it hurts. It hurts. You don't ever think you're gonna lose a 12-year-old. Not like that. Not like that. And when she asks where the love, listen, sweetie, the love been going a long time. Love been going a long time. Ever since Mandingo was told to get in that pot. I'm telling you, black folk ain't been the same man. In a millennia, boy, ain't no love. None. None. Unless we teach it. That's why I say that here, this is a love space where we encourage that, because liberation is love inspired. Revolutionary. We have the ultimate love of self, which shows no boundaries. It says we're not going to be oppressed. That's love. All that black rage and all that shit don't do nothing until you in a foxhole shooting at your enemy. That's when that rage kick in. Other than that, we inspired by perfect love. That's why we want liberation. It's a perfect love. It's a love of self that you're not going to cheat me. You're not going to beat me out of my labor. I'm not paying. I'm not doing shit for you. You have no power or authority over me because I love myself. That is what revolution and liberation is about. And the more people are conscious of that, then that love will extend to the lessons that we teach the kids. Because nobody's teaching them. Nobody's teaching them the basics of how to communicate with each other, of how to settle these little differences that's really ain't about anything. And we're at a space now when we don't catch it in 5th grade, we don't catch it in 7th grade. By the time they get in 9th grade, they already found ways to tuck a hammer. 3D printed hammers. You got to catch that early. Because by the time they 15 and 16, they already trying to knock each other head off. For nothing. For nothing. Now this mother, and I'm telling you, 12 is quick. 12 is quick. This mother is devastated. Why? Because she just had that little girl. 12 is quick. I'm telling you, 20 is quick. Quick. I went to sleep and woke up. This little girl is 20. I used to carry this girl around like this. I used to carry her, hold her. My ass is 20. Like that. Now, of course, within that space, we experienced a lot and did a lot, but yo, nah. We definitely need to do better with speaking, with talking, with falling back, with being parents. We are custodians of the world. Once you get knowledge of self, you are the custodian of the world. And regardless of if they listen to you or not, that is not your excuse. That is not your excuse. Whether they listen or not, it is your duty to perform. All right? So Georgia, we got to get together. Y'all got to do better, man. You do. And including y'all dads, including y'all. That title means something. All our titles mean something. But that dad shit, nah, man, that's weight. You got to work. That's work. You just ain't a dad. You just, oh, yeah, my kids, and your ass ain't involved. Nah. Nah. And being involved ain't just taking them play ball and all that bullshit. No, you got to get in this. You got to get in there. You understand? That's work. You got to be present. And the minute you take your eye up off of them, that's how quick it happens. All right? Okay, cool. I'm glad I got that out of the way. Okay? Yeah, so condolences to Sister McClendon and to the rest of the family. You know, our class sends our deepest condolences, and we ask the universe to send her healing powers as she grieves. All right? Yes. Now, speaking of family and black men, and you know, being engaged and involved in family, we got this dumb Negro here who, man, listen, I don't know. See, I never been a thief. I never wanted to be that. I was not the one that was gonna be the thief. Not me. I don't like sneaking around. That ain't me. So I wasn't gonna be boosting. I wasn't gonna be jostling. None of that. I'm not no thief. I'm gonna take. You're gonna know. There ain't no games. If it's a strong arm, if it's a choke fiend, if it's a hammer, if it's any, I'm going. You know I got it. I'm on you. I got you. That's it. Ain't no hiding trying to dig your hand in somebody's shit. Nah. We not playing no games. That's scary person shit. We not doing that. No. So I was never into the white collar shit. I have people that did it. I know how they play. That ain't me. I'm not, no. And whatever I did, we did as a team, yeah, definitely. Give me the loot. And you know, we did. We didn't have our families involved in that. That shit is just crazy. So here we go with this Negro. Now, people call him an influencer and the family's influencers. I never heard of him, ever. That's why I say this social media shit is deceptive and weird. I'm like, I never heard of them. How they influencers? And y'all see, I'm here. It's but so many people I can watch. I try to watch everybody, but a lot of people slip by. I don't know these people, but I know this dude here. He got his peoples jammed up. Man, listen. This shit is crazy. He got his peoples jammed up. What up, Vanessa? Again, another melanated man. Don't know when to say when. Doing stupid shit. And now his people's going to jail. All of them got a bid. Right? All of them got a bid. Check this out. And this is official. This is the only time, because, you know, y'all don't never know my sources. It's rare. But you know, when it's official tissue, I give it up. This is coming from the IRS joint. Yeah, this is official tissue right here. This ain't no newspaper article. This coming from the IRS. Sometimes I go to the IRS or the federal site because I want to see the indictment, the charges, and everything. I want to see the truthy truth. Okay? So check this out. New Bern, North Carolina. A federal judge has handed down more than 14 years in federal prison to participants in a $12.7 million Medicaid fraud scheme that paid more than $1 million in kickbacks to drug addict patients. The case also resulted in the permanent closure, you hear me? The permanent closure of the fake substance abuse facility that carried out the crime. These niggas had the intelligence to put together a whole substance abuse facility, and it was fake. A $15 million fine and a seizure of more than $6 million in criminal proceeds, including cash, cars, and homes. Okay? Yeah, okay, now, I'm going to address this real quick. Yeah, they came up. Yeah, they hit a mean lick. You can be, and I've seen it, and I've done it, I've been up. You can be up. You can have the meanest lick. Okay? You can be holding, you can have the stash. But that first night in jail knocks all those years off. Gone. You don't remember none of that shit when you get knocked. It take you until you get to that jail cell, till you get that bid to where you start to understand your circumstances, to be in a delusional space to say, yeah, I was getting it. Yeah, I was up. It take a minute to get back to that. And then you may have a recollection of how them leather bucket seats fit. You know what I'm saying? How it feel on your ass, the leather bucket from the luxury vehicles and all that. You forget all that shit when you in that hard ass cell with that little paper thin mattress and them little mice nibbling on your ass at night and them goddamn honey buns for dinner. Yeah, you forget all that you was balling. I don't care how long it was. I know some dudes that was up 20 years. I know some dudes that was up from the beginnings of the crack era, from 86 to 96 to 2006. They was up, never fell off, never messed the package up. Up. Thousand, almost a million in the stash. And as soon as they hit that jail, they try to hang up, crying and all that shit. Try to take them, couldn't do it. So all that shit don't mean nothing. Shit, it don't mean shit when you going down. Because when you go down, you're going down hard and fast. Especially when you of a specific age, of a certain age. Let's go. This is shocking. Check it now. This is how they talking about it. This is shocking Minnesota Somali style fraud right here in North Carolina. This is how they talked about it. Check it out. For too long, government has allowed grifters to steal taxpayer dollars with impunity. Here, these vultures exploited particularly susceptible drug abusers trying to recover their lives and dignity. Shameful abuse, no remorse. They better learn, and everyone should get the message. Cheaters never win, said the U.S. attorney. You know you going to jail when they talk like that. Yeah, you going to jail. Jelly jail. Listen, man. They comparing you to the Somalis? Huh? Now here we go. According to court documents, Kiki Komiko Johnson of Goldsboro, Francine Sims Super of Kingston, Brandon Eugene Sims of Manville, Texas, and Kimberly Mabel Sims of Snow Hill operated Life Touch LLC, a purported substance abuse facility operating in Kingston, and Goldsboro, and First Choice Healthcare Services, a urine drug screening company, between, check this out, 2018 and 2023. Inmates Johnson and Super oversaw payments of more than $1 million in illegal kickbacks to Life Touch's Medicaid patients who were drug users. So they taking custodies. And they messing with the custody. So now the streets took advantage of the custody, and the custody probably got taken advantage at the home life. That's how they became custodies. So now they trying to get their shit together. You taking advantage of the custody? Damn. They paid these kickbacks to lure patients to show up for costly substance abuse and lab services that inmate Johnson billed to Medicaid on behalf of Life Touch and First Choice. Inmate Sims, inmate Super's daughter, owned First Choice Healthcare and paid Medicaid kickbacks to inmates Super and Johnson for fake lab services offered by Life Touch LLC. Meanwhile, inmate Brandon Sims, who owned Life Touch and resided in Texas, received millions in illegal proceeds from the Life Touch operation, but failed to file or pay taxes on that money. The gift card kickback scheme resulted in more than $12 million in fake billings to the Medicaid program. God damn. See what I'm saying? See how much of a run he had, or they had? Renegade Revolver Salute. You see how much of a run they had? They had a nice little run, huh? Yeah, they was getting it. Yeah, they was up, huh? Yeah. Okay. Inmates Johnson and Super deceived the North Carolina Medicaid in multiple audits. They repeatedly lied and falsified documents to make it appear, to East Point, a managed care organization, that Life Touch never paid illegal kickbacks to patients when in fact they did. Inmate Johnson later lied again regarding the gift cards during a civil investigation conducted by the Medicaid Investigations Division. At the time of these lies, inmate Johnson served as the compliance officer for Life Touch, and inmate Super served as the office manager in Kingston. During the investigation, federal agents seized and forfeited more than $6 million in assets in the form of cash, real estate, and other assets. Ooh-wee. In November 2023, after becoming aware of the criminal investigation, inmate Brandon Sims withdrew more than $1 million in cash from a bank account. And they come on social media fronting. stacked up, stupid ass jewelry, bags and shit, and they flossing. They telling y'all, yeah, we getting it. This is how you can. I'll do this, we do that. Yeah. Clean your credit so you can boogie, invest, do all of this. These the weirdos. Telling y'all to do shit like they got it. This dummy took out a whole million cash. Let's continue. Let's continue. He withdrew $1 million in cash from a bank account. Hiding it in a safe at his Texas home. Agents executed a search warrant and seized $1.3 million in cash. A 2021 Rolls Royce Cullinan, a 2021 Chevrolet Corvette, and a 2020 Chevrolet Silverado. Agents seized millions more in other real property. The judge sentenced inmate Johnson, the company's compliance director, to 6 years in federal prison and to pay $286,912.91 in restitution in North Carolina Medicaid and $331,851 to the IRS. Ooh-wee. He ain't got no 15 million. Ooh-wee. That's headache right there. That man's sitting in his cell with a headache. Yeah, 6 years. They get 6 years. He thinking about that shit now. Let's go. On August 14, 2025, inmate Johnson pleaded guilty to a healthcare fraud conspiracy, including making and receiving illegal payments, making and using materially false documents, and failing to file a tax return. God damn. But he was getting it, right? He was getting it. Yeah, they was up. Yo, ooh, wait. Yeah, they was getting it, right? He ain't getting it now. Yeah, you see? The judge sentenced inmate Kimberly Sims to 2 years in federal prison and to pay $1,845,276.95 in restitution in North Carolina Medicaid and $207,383 to the IRS. She previously pleaded guilty to a conspiracy to paying illegal kickbacks, healthcare fraud, making and using materially false documents, and filing a false tax return. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. To floss on the gram? That's crazy. That don't make no sense. Check it out, y'all. It's more. The judge sentenced Life Touch LLC to pay a $15 million fine to dissolve and serve 5 years of probation and repay $12,762,511.30 in restitution to the North Carolina Medicaid program. Life Touch LLC previously pleaded guilty to healthcare fraud, and the owner, inmate Brandon Sims, pleaded guilty to failing to file federal tax returns. The judge sentenced inmate Brandon Sims to 2.5 years and 6 months in federal prison and to pay $1,892,919.40 in restitution to the IRS. Inmate Brandon Sims also forfeit all traceable proceeds of the Life Touch scheme to the United States. So you ain't really doing shit. So you can ball out, go ahead. But when they come and they clamp down on you, what's up? What's up? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? To do time in the feds? Come on now. Fraud, just here we go. Fraud against our healthcare and tax systems is a crime and betrays public trust. Ooh, we said the special agent in charge. Goddamn. He said tax evasion depletes resources intended for those in need and compromises our, hold on, and compromises our, let's get it right, communities. Damn it, boy. These defendants orchestrated an excuse me, egregious scheme involving illegal kickbacks, placing greed above patient care. Damn, they going down, y'all. That shit don't even be worth it. One of the ladies is 60. You just going to do a bid at 60. Oh man. That shit is damn. No good. No good. How you going to jail at 60? Ooh-wee, your grippers gonna be ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, your grippers is gonna be ooh-wee. Yeah. There ain't no time to be in jail at 60. She menopausing and all that. They ain't got no treatment for none of that. That's gonna be dry musty box. Ooh-wee. After that bid, ooh-wee. And this dummy, he the one. You let your family go down. Instead of you doing what you doing and move to the side, you involved them. Now all of them going to jail. Family fraud. They effed around and found out. Okay? Now they ain't gonna be all right, Mello. Now the feds. See, it's different when you in the street. You been in the street. You doing street things. Nah, they ain't been in the street like that. They going to the feds. Man, that little bit of time hurt, especially when it's a war going on. You don't want to be locked up when the war going on. You crazy? I told y'all what happened after 9/11. I told y'all already. I told y'all we saw dudes that was supposed to go home that day. They were supposed to go home, 9/11. Do you know they shut that shit down? Do you know them dudes had to go to the box? Or they locked them up in the infirmary because no buses was coming to the city? That shit was real. So now a war pop off. Everybody talking about World War III, this, that, and the third. Say it pop off. And say shit get real crazy, get real tight. You want to be locked up? You know how uncertain your future is locked up when there's all type of shit going on in the street? That shit is crazy. You don't want that. Not at all. That's a failure. It's a very critical time right now, especially if you're a certain age. You don't want to be nowhere in that. Damn, I can't get comfortable for nothing tonight. I'm telling you. That daylight bust my ass. Then I'm out there with Frankie. We all out at night. Like we some youngins. It had me out there till after midnight. After midnight. Knowing I had to get up and get in the gym. All of this is tight. All this hurt. But I'm getting through it. Yeah, that's right. From the war effort. I see you, Bliz, my sniper. You dig? What up, Dre? I see you. Marguerite McDonald music. Yeah, my body tight. I ain't even gonna hold you. But we gotta continue with class. How y'all doing? Y'all out there? How y'all doing? God damn it, there's a war going on outside. Fund the war effort. Okay? I know what's been the talk, and I was going to talk about it last night, but I couldn't get home for nothing. I couldn't get home. Look, Frankie had me out here at this shit. I couldn't get home. And when I did get home, I couldn't go to sleep. You need a gym. I got you. I got you. You need a gym. Come on, get trained up. So you get nice and strong. Y'all see that? Told you that's them 24s. Deep dish. If those was rims, they'd be the big joints, 24s and shit. I see it. See how the traps sit up high? Huh? I see them traps sit up high. That's real. That ain't no shoulder pads. That's come on now. Come on now. Get amped up. Get amped up. I don't need Epsom salt, Shy City. I don't need Epsom salt. I got the potion. God damn it, I got the potion. Yeah. Ain't no damn Epsom salt. I got the remedy. Yeah. God diggity dog. Let me finish this class, god damn it. Let me finish the class. Trying to tell old folks what to do. God damn it, I got the remedy. Now let's get to it. Now, in saying that, all right, you could be as strong as an ox. You can lift all the weight you want. You can have a six-pack. You could be pretty. You understand? You can, run 1,000 miles. You could do all that. You could be in tip-top, excellent shape. But if you get your ass in the fight and you can't fight, all the muscles and the shape in the world ain't gonna save you. You just gonna get beat the fuck up. And listen, that's what it is. You will get scraped up. I seen dudes with bodies looking like somebody literally sculpted them, chisel. Dudes got 8 packs, they strong, they could lift everything out in the gym and shit and get plucked out, beat up bad. I done seen it. I done seen dudes get beat up in the yard. I done seen dudes get beat up in the dome. I done seen dudes get beat up in the cell. Yeah. Yeah, I done seen dudes get beat right up in the receiving room. Big burly dudes get beat up. Oh. No hands at all. Just get whooped out. And you're like, damn, son got all them muscles for nothing. It's a big ass punk muscle. Yeah. Get beat up. Beat up bad. Okay? Now, I was going to talk about it, but I knew everybody was going to jump on it. And I got a very different perspective because I fought. I boxed for several years. So I told y'all again. I told y'all this 2 weeks ago. When Krishan Rock was talking that shit, I said the perfect fight would be them two, Krishan Rock and Egypt Criss. I said those two would be good for each other. They're at the same level. They both are athletes and athletic. As far as the boxing go, they'll be good. Look, I don't know where, why, and who put this shit together for goddamn Egypt, and it's this lady. But no. She almost got bodied. Okay? She almost got bodied. That girl is hurt. Yeah, she hurting today. Today. That shit happened, what, 3 days ago? She's hurting today. Today, that nose hurt. That temple hurt. She hurt, yo. Okay? Beat up. Why? Plain and simple. Boxing ain't no sport, man. Nah, you got to fight. It's a science. It's a science, and your ass will go in there and get hurt. Bad. Just like that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You will go in there, you could lose your life. And that's the shit that got me tight, because I'm looking, and I didn't know. I didn't even know nothing about this girl. Didn't know they was going to fight. Then I'm too, we too busy looking at old Krusty down the way. Old Flint. Yeah. So I did though see Egypt training. I caught a couple of glimpses of that. I seen the body. Now, I'm not unfamiliar with her. I used to watch growing up hip hop, but I stopped because of the direction that the show was moving in and what they was exposing and thought was okay. I didn't like the dynamic with the storyline with Tretch. I really didn't dig it. I thought it was disrespectful. Just like when I've seen other fathers that I personally know on there, and I know they don't play no games. And the scripting and the Hollywood essence of it, I was like, nah, that ain't cool. Definitely not for no Girldad. I didn't like it. There was a lot of Rainbow Skittle shit on there, a lot. And these is kids. Now, they was on that show 2016. This is 2026. Man, that's a long time. So I'm telling you, I'm familiar with this girl, and I'm familiar with how they was presenting her on that TV show, and it damn sure wasn't a fighter. She wasn't a fighter. So a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month or two ago, and I seen her doing her little poses. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, she looks different. She looked different. I was like, that's Pepper's daughter? Oh. But I didn't think she was seriously going to go in there and fight. She went in there as if she was a professional. I didn't see any tune-up. I didn't see any amateur fights, nothing. They just figured because she was in the excellent shape that she could do it. And that's a lie. That's a lie. True fighters, true boxers know how to set you up. They will put you out. Just that simple. So we got to go to the notes. Check it. The most immediate consequence was for Egypt Criss, who was knocked out after Jones landed 3 successive left hooks that floored her opponent. The bout took place in Derby, and it marked Jones's first boxing contest after a long taekwondo career. See, now this is where it gets funny. They allow people to say that this was her first boxing match, but she's been a fighter. Taekwondo on Olympic level. Like she get busy. Taekwondo. So you believe that because she got on some gloves and is in a ring that she not gonna know how to operate? She know how to operate. In a separate account of the finish, Jones knocked Egypt Criss down with a trio of left hands that sent the American crashing face first to the canvas. The sequence began with a left hook that rattled Criss, and the finishing punches followed as Criss continued forward. This is how boxers set you up. They'll throw shit to get you to move a certain way, to get you in a position. They throw shit to get you to lean so they could be in perfect punching range. So they know how to fake you, just like a basketball player. He coming down, he hit you with the crossover. Same in the ring. A professional fighter, he knows where to place certain punches to make you move a certain distance, place his feet, come through. Taekwondo is martial arts. It's the same. Listen, it's fighting. And you put her in with this Nepo baby. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yo, the knockout looks so damn nasty. Yo, I watched it over and over. Over and over. Just looking. Like, damn. She gonna be hurt in the morning. And the thing is, she could have got bodied. She could have got bodied. Now, if you ever fought before, your coaches know, and I'm sure you've seen at times where your coach might have saved you in sparring in the gym, you know, not let you spar with certain individuals based on the experience level because they don't want you to get hurt. When you have a loss that bad, it's hard to come back from it, especially as a first fight, especially if you've never been punched like that before. You got knocked out, nose bloody, falling right on your face. Boop! That wasn't cool. That right there make you say, yo, I don't want no more. It's like Martin. I don't want to fight no more. Gina, no, I want to go home. I'm telling you, I don't want to fight no more. That's what that shit do. You should never have a loss that bad your first fight. It does something to you. Okay? The fight was staged under the Misfits Duel banner, and the contest was classified as an exhibition. Still, the ending provided a clear result. Jones needed only 2 rounds to secure a knockout victory in her first outing. You dig what I'm saying? Come on. In the sport. Terrible. 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 Right? And I want y'all to look at her hips and where her feet was placed when she caught that last hook. That shit that put her out. Her feet were square. She was in front. She had nothing, no type of skill set. None. It was bad. It was bad. The event itself, Misfits Duel 2 at Valiant Live, served as a platform for Jones to formally trade elite Taekwondo competition for boxing. After 2 decades in Taekwondo, Jones switched sports at the start of last year, describing the move as a need for a fresh challenge while setting a target of becoming a world champion in 2 sports. She's already the world champion, or was a world champion at her age and weight in Taekwondo. You put this baby in there with somebody who's been fighting for 2 decades. Jones, 32, and from Flint, prepared for the transition by training with former professional boxer Stephen Swifty Smith at Liverpool's Four Corners Gym. Her Taekwondo resume includes Olympic gold medals at London in 2012 and Rio 2016. Achievements that framed the significance of her first steps in the ring. Check this out now. Yeah, ain't nobody taking my honey buns neither. I ain't bet on it though. Look, check it now. Because for real, look. One description of Jones's Taekwondo persona also carried into her boxing debut. She has been known as the headhunter from her competitive Taekwondo days. Man, you put your baby up in there? Check it. Now, after the KO, and it went viral, her daddy makes a statement. Tretch is heated, because of course, that's his baby. I'm not seeing nobody punch my baby in the face like that. Nah. Honestly, I'm not even sure if he even knew to what extent this was going on, because he was tight. He said, you know, my daughter, in them paraphrasing, got beat up due to the fact that she got a clout-chasing husband who do anything for clout and really don't have no care, love for her. So I'm like, going in my mental Rolodex, and I'm like, she was dealing with a weirdo when I used to watch the show. And her mama was cool with it. Tretch wasn't. Again, of course, Gripper-gate activities, you not even on the A-list no more. You still, you know, an iconic MC, but you don't want to be there. You don't want that for your kids. Not at all. You dig? So I'm recalling the husband was very weird. I didn't know he was Gripper-gate-ish until I started doing the homework. Check this out. Nevertheless, when Sam, her husband, proposed, Egypt happily accepted. And so this ain't a new thing. 2016, they was on the show. 2018, you dig what I'm saying? They was there, and I believe, because this is 2026, they've been married for a while now. I believe they got married 2018 or 2021 or some shit like that. Tretch was in the wedding. Tretch was in the wedding. And we're going to get to that in the next aim of the class tonight. Tretch was at the wedding. You showed displeasure on TV. Didn't like dude. A lot of the friends she was around didn't like the cat. So check this out now. Hold on. Egypt happily accepted when he proposed. Check it. In a recent episode, the pair decided that it was time for Sam to live his truth, so he made a revelation to the cast that left many people floored. While at his engagement party, Sam was in the middle of performing when he sang the line, "I'm not straight, but I'm not gay," which shocked a few of his friends. Okay? In a speech, Sam spoke about his love for Egypt because she was the first woman he was honest about his path with. He said, even after he told her about his 2 children and his massive child support during the first week that they met, Egypt didn't run from him. Egypt was the first person that I ever told that I had experiences with a trans woman. So this was known. This was known. This was on the show. It's something Trench knew. Okay, so I'm like this, yo, hold on. At what point do you fall back? So now this rage, this anger, this statement that you made after watching, listen, man, listen. We spoke about parenting earlier. Now, I was speaking directly to the girl dads because there's never, ever an excuse for you to be in a space where you allow your daughter to be abused. Now, I know we not them. Okay? We not in Grippergate. We don't understand Grippergate. We don't have, right, that lack of self-love that would allow us to be there because we would be in it. If we had that low down, dirty, dingy, you know what I'm saying, that rusty soul that would allow us to sell our kids off into that system of the entertainment industry, we would be there. So we don't understand that. We don't understand what would make a father do. As hands-on as girl dad should be, you gonna allow your daughter to be in that space? Nah. So now when it happens, when she gets hurt, and you are watching her get hurt, man, he got to be going through it. He got to be going through it. I'm telling you. Remember, he was just doing interviews. Tretch was just doing Drink Champs. He was just, making the rounds. Come on, yo. Like a weirdo walk your daughter into damn near getting killed in a ring? Come on, yo. We're not doing that. Any girl dad, you should be in the position of anything. I'm telling you, anyone. Yeah, nah. You the past, bro. I don't know about the rest of y'all. Yeah, now you gonna be with Rodamez and old man Quillis. Straight like that. Not over mine. Nah. I ain't getting that at all. So listen, I want this girl to heal up. Many may think that I'm being a little bit extra with it, but she need to not put no gloves on no more. She don't need to do that. That's not her thing. That ain't her thing. She don't need to do that no more. If she want to continue bodybuilding, body sculpting, and get into that, ain't nobody gonna hit you doing the bodybuilding. But when you get your ass up in the ring, oh, it's lights, camera, action. And she ain't got it. Her hips was front, forward, face. She was standing square. That girl knocked her ass out. I'm telling you, I know for a fact she never been hit that hard in her life. never been hit that hard in her life. It's very difficult to come back from that. Very difficult. You know, we wish her a speedy recovery. Yeah. Here at this channel, at the class, we want you to have a speedy recovery. But don't get your ass in that ring no more. No more. Nah, Egypt Criss, that ain't you. Nah, that ain't you. We know you had your bars were suspect. Your vocals were suspect. We didn't know what you was going to do. But that ain't it. Nah. Don't wrap your hands no more. Don't hit no heavy bag. Go sit your ass down. Okay? Yeah, sit down. Don't do that. Nah, you got to switch it up. You got to get, I don't care if you go get a buffer. Yeah, I'm serious. You go to the buffing bars and get you a buffer if it's that deep. But nah, don't get your ass in that ring. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right? Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? Huh? Talk about it, yo. Was this last aim and we out of here? When I tell you, I never felt daylight savings time until this time. I feel this shit. Boy, when I tell you I feel it, I feel it. Yeah. Y'all know I feel it because I got the buddy love. When I do the buddy love, the majority of the night, yeah, y'all ass know I'm like, yeah. Shit. If I didn't think that y'all would think I was in custody, I go to sleep on this right now. I go to sleep right now. Y'all be like, oh shit, he a custody. Yeah. Anyway, we gotta go and get into it. Since we speaking of girl dads, I'm sick of what I'm seeing. Yeah, these are the worst girl dads I've seen ever. And I've seen some winners. This shit here, this in the entertainment, man. From Ray Boom Boom Benzino. And I'm not talking about Boom Boom. I'm talking about Ray Boom Boom. Yeah. Like Ray's Boom Boom Room. Yeah. Ray Boom Boom Benzino and his daughter that he allowed to run through the industry, grip a gate, served and slayed. Right? To Reverend Run, the good Reverend, the icon, allow his daughter to get gripagated. And yeah, the gripagated and wore out. So now, Tress, you just almost unalived your baby because you ain't around. Okay? And we already know about Dummy May. Yeah, he about to put his child in a poorhouse. But these are a few of the girl dads that walked their daughter right up in the gripper gate. I'm trying to figure out what do you have going on in here that you allow that? What do you have in here? Right? Because I never want no harm to come to that girl. Don't want it. I know it has to happen. I know she has to, just like when she was a kid, she got to fall down. You're teaching her how to skate. You got to, expect for her to fall down. She riding a bike. There's bumps and bruises. However, to put them in an institution where they're almost guaranteed to be essayed, to get gripagated, to get cheated for money, that's a different kind of father. Mm-mm. 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 That's very different. That's very different. You know, as a girl dad, as a father, they look to you for guidance, but they also look to you when it comes to how they seek attention from their peer group, from the males in their peer group. That's what they look for. Oh, my daddy. If your daddy is the example of the man or men you deal with, and your pops is good money, you good money. You good money. Unless your pops is a poor example. If the father's a poor example, then the woman is tore up. Now again, I don't mean the best example by just, okay, you just in the crib. And when she wants something, you just feed. No. There's a lot to it. First and foremost, a bit of advice, if you're a new girl dad, first things first, never lay hands on her. Ever. Ever. You are not the disciplinarian of a little girl. Men don't do that. Some woman in the family, if you know, I know the situation, some men have custody of their kids, right? You, as a man, never supposed to lay hands on your daughter. I don't care if she's 3 years old, Tyler, all that. Never, nothing. All discipline has to come from a woman. The mother, maybe your mom, or just grandma, auntie, whatever. You as a man, because what do you do? What do you do when you lay hands on your daughter? What message do you send? The message that's being sent when you putting hands on your daughter for discipline, for whatever her behavior may have been, you're teaching her to respond to men in that way, that it's okay for men to lay hands on me. Y'all get that? Y'all understand that? When men discipline their daughters, a child, utilizing violence, because a spanking is violent. It's violent. I don't care if you use a belt, I don't care if you use a slipper, I don't care if you use a hand, it's violent. So when you're teaching a woman that it's okay for a man to lay hands on her for whatever reason, she's going to accept that. She's going to seek that. That is what she's going to expect. So as a little person, as a young person, you don't want to do that. Daddy's supposed to be in thought. Daddy's supposed to be rational. Daddy's supposed to use intelligence, stern, authoritative. Okay? Stern, authoritative. But here with it. The minute you brutalize your daughter and you consistently, and that's it, when she gets into any type of, with any man and he chooses to do that, she's going to believe that it's okay because daddy did it. You dig? Knowing that, how could you, as a father, send your child into a space that you know is abusive. The entire entertainment industry, there's no safe space in it. It is based on brutality, okay? Deception, manipulation. And when it comes to women, all that is just to get to your grippers. So, as a father, you're going to do that? You're going to put your door, you're going to allow that to take place? No. Never. Never that. You know that there's producers. You know that there are executives behind the scene. You know that there are other artists that are looking to prey on women. Come on, y'all. But this is where we at with. This is what we have. This is what we have. We have these individuals. I told you. Dredge, Reverend Run, Benzino, Dummy May, Kanye. Nah. Nah. That's not cool. They could have put him in anything else, any other institution, but not allow that. So they fail. They failing, and they consistently fail as a girl dads. That's a failure. So Tretch is in held as responsible as the husband. The husband is a bozo. But how do you allow your daughter to remain in the custody of a bozo? That's the weird part, Tretch. So when Tretch is mad and tweeting and on social media, instead of going and popping that boy head clean off, something is wrong. Y'all get it? Something is wrong. Yeah. We have to do better. Be proactive. Speak to your daughters on a regular basis. Get it? On a regular basis. I do mine. Prepare them for the world. And definitely don't throw them in hell. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, that's it. We be back at it tomorrow. Yeah, we be back at it tomorrow. Hopefully. It's midnight. If I could take it down. Because usually I'm not, class is over. Clients be trying to hit me, all type of shit. So, I'm not shutting down, and then I'm in the bed all toasty. Nah, take me a minute to, decompress and stuff. Go through the day up here, notes, make sure I helped who asked for help, who needed help. It's a lot. It's a lot. But come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. My classroom assistants, much appreciation for holding me down as always. To those who funded the war effort, much appreciation. Yes, to those who funded and consistently fund the war effort, much appreciation. Don't get panicky about this war shit. I already told y'all that. Don't do it. It is gonna be what it is gonna be. What else? Don't believe in me. Believe in my belief in you. Okay? Guard your mind. My truckers, be extra safe out there, truckers. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, get back. Don't mess with them rest stop thoughts. Don't do it. Tomorrow is another long day, but I'm making an attempt to go on a little earlier. If I could get dinner situated. Who's that? Shan, what up, Shan? Peace, peace, much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? Yeah. Remember, guard your mind. Be safe. Eyes up. And if you need an assessment, book it. You need a session, book it. Let's go. Get it in. That's how you remain stress-free and balanced in it. You know, sessions, therapeutic, speak, talk, let it be known, get help. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. And 55K.